To the soul with RGB and Mike. Anthony's here too, let's ride the hype. Bigfoot's on the run, Area 51's tight. Digging deep for truth, we ain't afraid to fight. Flat Earth theories got us spinning wild. JFK secrets hidden in the files. Illuminati whispers, fashion crooked smiles. I won't tune in, sit back and stay a while. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies. CIA plots under moonlight schemes. Hidden agendas ain't as crazy as they seem. Voices in the dark amplifying dreams. Conspiracy chaos, nothing's what it seems. Follow the breadcrumbs, follow the light. In the rabbit hole with us, pitch black night. RGB and Mike, guided by our might. Anthony with wisdom, out of sight. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies.
Let's go. We're back with another episode of Conspiracy Chaos. My name is RGB, and joining me as always, we've got my co-host Florida Mike. What up, brother?
What's up, dude? How we doing?
We're good, man. We're good. It's finally warming up here in upstate New York, so hopefully they're done spraying the skies on us for a little bit. We get some sun shining up here. Up here with me is my man Area 51 Anth. What's up, my guy?
But we've had 27 straight
28
weekends, 28 straight weekends with rain. So
or snow.
I don't
yeah.
even know. I don't even know what's happening here in upstate New York, bro. Are they seeding the clouds too much? It's too much of it. What's going on, bro?
Was there a time shift? It kind of could get into what we're going to be talking about tonight. Going to get into a little bit of the Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
Was it? Now let's see. Was it really like? Did we just shift like timelines? They say in 2012 we shifted timelines. Everything since 2012, people say it was a whole new timeline, and then also there's the theory of when they turned on CERN, which we'll get into in a little bit. Also shifted a timeline for us as well, a whole new reality.
And from what I hear too, I've heard chatter that 2020 was a recent one. Like
it was 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
We got Patrick.
You're about to do it again.
Patrick.
What up, Pat? Yeah, I think it's going to happen again too, because I also read chatter that CERN has been reactivated.
Oh yeah, they turned it back on. It's been on for a while then.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. Like it's weird too. Like, let me take you back real quick before we hit this Mandela effect. I mean, it kind of plays into it, but I was listening when they were talking about 2020, how there was like a reset in timeline. If you've noticed since 2020, that a lot of people have been repeating themselves, or you think people are repeating themselves. Like, yeah, you just said that. Like, it happens over and over again. It's not just one person; it's multiple people doing it. And they say that like that has something to do with it.
I just thought that was the gummies.
Maybe it could have been. Could have been a little combination of the two, right?
Well, so they call it the. Let's get into it. This one's a crazy rabbit hole. The whole Mandela effect. So, I remember. Well, I don't remember, but they always said, "Did Nelson Mandela really die in prison? Because he allegedly died in prison, right?" And you were kind of talking about this before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't pay enough attention back then.
Well, basically, many people thought that he died in prison in the 80s, but when in reality that he was released in the 80s and he was released from prison in the 80s, and he became president of South Africa in 1994, and he ended up living until 2013. So he certainly did not die in the 80s.
See?
But I remember as a kid, Nelson Mandela was dead. I thought, anyways.
Yeah, right. So do I. Like in school, I thought we learned that he was dead. Yeah,
especially on the news, right? Like it was a big thing then.
Yeah.
Also, from what I remember, or do
I wonder if there's
right. It's a long time ago too.
Long time ago, but right, they do this to people all the time, right? Like they kill off people and they come back. You know, and everybody's like, no, they were never dead. And you're like, yeah, they were. Like you swear up and down that they were.
Right.
You know, that go back like Mandela, like with him. Man, it's crazy because he was murdered, wasn't he? Wasn't he assassinated?
I think so.
I don't know. Let's look it up.
Look it up. There's another one too, like Shazam with Sinbad. I remember that fucking movie.
No, he had a respiratory tract infection. Lung infection.
RSV.
Right.
Infection. Died. He's 95 years old. He was in 2009. but maybe we were told that he got assassinated in the 80s or something. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know much about it, but it's from South Africa, obviously, and went through the apartheid in Africa, and yeah,
Nelly,
man.
Nelly
Mandela. But there's a lot of examples now that come from the Mandela effect. Like here's one for you.
Remember Shazam with Sinbad?
Yeah.
It was the one. And
Here's one. All right, here's one for you. Do you think it is Luke, I am your father, or no, I am your father? What one is it?
It's always been Luke. It's always been Luke.
Always been Luke. I watched those movies 100 times.
False memory. It says no, I am. Father is wrong. It's not Luke, I am your father, bro.
And the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstein Bears. It was the Berenstein Bears.
Berenstein. Or how about Flintstone? The Flinton Stones or whatever.
Yeah, bro. J.C. Penney.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Here's one. In Forrest Gump, did he say life is like a box of chocolates or life was like a box of chocolates?
Right. So basically with the Mandela effect, man, just really break it down. It's when large groups of people remember something one way, but it's never been true, allegedly. It's named after Nelson Mandela. Many people swear he died in the 80s in prison, even though he lived until 2013. It was coined by Fiona Broome in 2009. Yeah, there's some crazy, like we were saying, man, the crazy ones.
Here's one. Already, I picked it up another one. I'm just going through this. Is it mirror, mirror on the wall, or is it magic mirror on the wall?
Mirror, mirror.
Mirror, mirror.
It's not, bro. It's magic. The actual version they're saying is magic mirror on the wall. Stop it.
The other one's the Monopoly Man.
Yeah, did he have the glass?
He had the glass. The Monopoly guy had the glasses.
They said he did not. They're saying.
Yeah, well, they're smoking crack.
Sinbad starred in the Genie movie Shazam. Never happened. Likely confusing it with Shazam.
How has that never happened?
Dude, I remember the movie clearly.
Dude, Sinbad was in it.
I remember renting the movie, dude. I literally remember renting the movie up. Like it's a 4th grade sleepover party, bro. Like legit. When you're like 9 years old, bro, and you go to the homie's house for the sleepover, order pizzas, and watch a movie.
All right, here we go. Is it spelled this? This one really has me. Is it spelled Looney Tunes TOONS or is it spelled Looney Tunes TUNES?
Okay, so let me ask you. I don't know. LOON. I don't know.
Well, it looks right. Looney Tunes. Is it? I mean, to me, I'm seeing Looney TOONS all that.
Yeah.
Writing across.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is.
They're saying it's tunes like and they're saying the actual is like the music. It's not. It can't be, dude. I gotta go watch. I watch Looney Tunes with my kids still. And
let me ask you guys this. Now, say, Anth, you had something from your childhood, Looney Tunes, how we remember it, right? Same to you, Mike. You got something Looney Tunes from when we remember it as kids. But now it's telling you it's different. So oh shit, I don't know why that just popped up, man. That's you.
Oh.
Nice. Back on.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm over on the other computer here.
What's we call it? But like for us to like have that shirt or something or memorabilia of some sort of old school. Now, what did they do to our brains that we're seeing it the way they want us to see it now?
Well, everything's an illusion and whatever you project is reality.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did we really switch over like dimensions? Was it a reality shift?
Or was it some may have their third eye open a little more than others? And they remember things like that, like C3PO. Do you remember he was all gold, or did
I've
he have a
never
silver
seen it.
leg?
Never seen Star Wars, bro.
What?
Yeah, man.
This
Never
guy
seen
lives
Star
under a
Wars.
rock, dude.
Never seen Star Wars. Never seen The Matrix. My
I'm outside, baby. I'm outside doing shit.
So here we go.
exploring.
Ready? Here, I got another
Me
one
too,
for you
me
guys.
too.
I
But
got
I've
for
still
Bigfoot.
I
still
could go all
seen the
day for you.
classics.
Is it Mr. Rogers? Everybody loved Mr. Rogers. Is it It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood? Or is it This Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood?
Oh, it was a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yeah, the 1st
They're
one.
saying it's this.
Bro,
They're
I'll tell
saying
you
it's
something.
What the fuck is going on? Stop it.
all
No
the
way.
time.
This is
My
fucking
grandmother
awesome.
used to slap me in front of the TV and put that dude in his creepy ass sweater on all
So
the time when
creepy.
I was a kid.
Yeah, dude.
But legit, bro, like, nah, bro. That's
Is
the first
this
one.
real though? I feel like I gotta go watch all these shows now and like
But
because
but you'll be mind
Like, here's a
fucked
good
to where you
one.
Can't remember.
Pikachu.
Yeah, the
Did he have a
tail.
black tip on his tail, or was it a yellow
Yeah,
tip? on his tail?
100% had a tip on the tail. And I wasn't even
black.
into Pikachu, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even into Pikachu either, but they're saying it doesn't have a black tip.
So
Like the Fruit of the Loom
yeah,
had the basket,
the Capricorn.
the Capricorn. They're saying it was
They're
never
saying
existed.
never had that. Yes, it did.
Yes, it
Yes,
did.
it
I
fucking
used to wear
did.
Fruit of the Loom all the
so did I.
time.
So did I. What do they mean it didn't?
Yeah, exactly.
So the JC Penney's one is funny because I saw a video where somebody actually had an old sign of the way it used to be
He
spelled.
found a water spot, like the water sign or something. Something that was like an entranceway or like by the
Yup,
water.
and he's like, see, go see,
Yeah.
go see. It was spelled that way. See, like I told you guys.
Like a maintenance closet sign or something like
Yeah.
that or something.
Kit Kat was
But,
a big one too.
Oh yeah,
What was
what
it?
did they say? It was spelled. Was it
Kit Kat had a
no
hyphen?
hyphen? No hyphen.
Yeah.
No,
They had no hyphen,
It's
but they're
definitely fucking
saying it
hyphen.
didn't. Yeah, it definitely had a hyphen for sure.
It's crazy. So they
Quantum shifts.
so CERN and the timeline shift is the big thing. The Hadron Collider did the Hadron Collider open a portal, shift us into another dimension? That's kind of what we're talking about right now. Or is it just a simulation glitch where we're living in the Matrix and Mandela effects are like texture bugs in the code? Like kind of just breaking into the code type shit.
Yeah.
Or are we just fucking, did they do something to us to where we're just forgetting shit, man? Where people are just straight up forgetting shit. Like
A
all
test.
the programming, maybe they're doing something with our phones, or all these EMFs are just frying our fucking brains and we don't realize it.
Yeah, 5Gs are big microwaves, brother.
Yeah, turns into that.
Cheez-Its.
Definitely
Cheez-Its.
quantum shift. Oh yeah.
Was it Cheez-Its with a Z or just Cheese dash it? Cheez-It with no Z.
It's really on this. It's going through everyone he can find on the internet right
No,
now.
I'm
It's
just losing
crazy.
my mind right now
No.
because everyone is blowing my mind. To me, it
This
was
one-
always
this-
Cheez-Its.
Yeah,
Right?
it's yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're saying no. They're saying
Or like,
no.
how about the big one was, did Curious George have a tail or not?
I wouldn't remember that.
What did it do? I
I did
don't
remember
remember.
Curious
I
George was the
remember
homie,
with a
man.
tail.
I used to read all those books.
I remembered him with a tail. It says he did not have a tail.
ET phone home or ET home phone?
Phone
Phone
home all
home.
day.
Phone
Phone
home.
home
ET
all
phone
day.
home.
T-shirts.
All day.
They're saying ET home phone was the
There was
home phone
T-shirts
of
with him going like this with the glowing finger
That
saying
doesn't
phone
even
home.
that doesn't even make sense,
the
dude. I wrote the
home phone. I
I
gotta
wrote
watch.
the
Let's put
ET
on. We're
ride
putting.
1,000 times. I
Let's
wrote
put
the
ET
ET ride
on.
1,000 times. This says ET phone home. Dude.
That's so wild.
ET home phone don't even make sense.
That's what they're saying. It actually is. Wow, this is wild, man. I don't know what to think about
There's
it. I
another
feel like
one is life is like a box of chocolates. Nope.
you said that one.
Yeah, you
Oh,
didn't
okay.
answer me on that one, but what was it? What do you think it was?
I always thought it was
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, life is like a box of chocolates. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
what do they say it is?
Was life was like a box of
no, it
chocolates.
wasn't.
It doesn't even make sense, right? Like he's talking about his story like life was like a box of chocolates. No, you're still alive. So it's life is a box of chocolates.
Right.
Or
What are they
Jiffy.
doing now, bro?
Somebody
How-
watch these movies for us and tell us if this is true, because I don't have time right now. This is crazy. I need to
But, like,
know.
Bro, what? All right, so let's get into it here. How is this happening? What is happening? Like, I know there's, the things like the Havana syndrome that they use and all that other bullshit to like fry soldiers' brains and shit. But like, what are they doing with this Mandela effect? Is this something to make us like really start forgetting other bigger shit that we're gonna need to forget in the past? And it's just everybody's gonna be brainwashed and just blind to what we thought we knew, I guess is the way to
It's a
say
good,
it.
it's a good thought, Raj.
It's a real good thought. I mean, they have MK Ultra,
Yeah.
right? They have Project Bluebeam. Everything is like
They're
to
setting up
manipulate.
for something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what they do on the news and everything right now, the programming that we see, I mean, like we always say, they tell us that they're doing a television programming, like the shit they put out. If you watch what they're saying, like every commercial, bro. I don't watch TV often, but I've been watching some NBA basketball lately with the Knicks being in that were in the Eastern Conference Finals. But the commercials, like, and especially in like a NBA game, like, I saw a lot of like gay marriage commercials and like drugs for gay marriage, and like every drug they promote on a commercial, the side effects, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, I wouldn't take a damn one of them
Shit
things.
yourself. You puke yourself.
You're gonna shit, piss, fucking suicide yourself. Oh shit, you're gonna off yourself. That sucks. We're gonna get flagged on that for YouTube. But unalive yourself. But that's what these drugs say, man. Like suicidal thoughts, like all that crazy shit. And it's like, damn, man, like who would even risk taking a medication that's gonna make you feel like that? And like, do they tell you these things when you're in the doctor's office? Like what these, because like, all right, think about it. If you guys go pick up a prescription, how many times do you actually go and sit with the pharmacist and say, okay, break it down for me. What do I got to do here? What's the side effects of this drug? You get that prescription because the doctor wrote it for you, and you go and you hop in your car and you go right home and you pop however many it says on the bottle, right?
Mm-hmm. You're trusting them,
right? You're putting your trust into the pharmacist and your doctor or pediatrician for your children, all that shit, man. Like we don't really take a deep dive into some of this stuff, and it's time to open our eyes and really look into some of the shit that is happening, because it's mind control over everything, though.
100%.
Over everything.
I mean, we know, people know that they've deleted history. There are gaps in history, right?
Yep.
So is that what they're doing? Are they causing gaps in history? Like, it's all brain training, man. MK Ultra is still alive and kicking for sure.
And that's where, like, back in the day, man, we had encyclopedias where you could go look up a lot of information and go back, like, a lot of books and all that crazy shit. But now you have the internet is where people go get their information. No one's going to the libraries to do research like that. And that information could be changed, as we're seeing now with the Berenstein and the Berenstain and J.C. Penney and everything else we've been talking about, Kit Kat and everything else. Like, it all can be changed, bro. Back then, you couldn't change it. Like, yes, the internet got away from them, but they're starting to catch up.
Oh, absolutely. Now they're using AI now.
Yeah. And the
Absolutely.
AI is a whole
AI as a
new
weapon.
ballgame.
All new problem.
Ballgame.
for sure, man. Some wild shit though, man. Definitely mind control.
Yeah. Like,
Luigi,
What
RGB,
is
don't
what is
do it.
CERN? What is
I'm not
CERN?
sure what he's
CER.
talking about, but
What exactly is CERN? CERN. That
So-
you were talking about earlier.
So it's let me scroll back here. I'll get you some more information. The Hardin Collider, the CERN Hardin Collider. So it's basically
creates dimensions.
Okay.
Sense.
Okay.
Give me
it,
one second,
I'll let Raj. He's reading it right now.
What does CERN actually do? CERN is one of the world's largest and most respected centers for scientific research, specifically for particle physics. It's where scientists study the building blocks of the universe, things like protons, electrons, and even smaller.
Quantum
Right.
physics,
Got it.
Yeah, like
time
they kind of
travel.
get into it, bro.
Yeah.
That's what the
Wow.
whole
Slowing
Montauk project was.
slowing time. Like they can use CERN to slow time, change time.
Yeah, yep.
Yo, did you guys see something that, just speaking of time travel, conspiracy stuff, did you guys see that something about like the dimensions of the pyramid are the same exact dimensions to the number as the speed of light?
Speed of light. Yeah,
Did you see that?
yeah.
That's some wild shit. Like to the number, dude. To the number.
And
It's
then
crazy.
all of them on the ley lines connect. It's something similar to degrees or something like that. Too.
Yeah, dude.
I forget.
So I was finding like articles and stuff about the Mandela effect, CERN, and hidden parallel universes. Came across Paul Wagner. I'll do the two first paragraphs. So the concept of Mandela effect is simple. Over time, a few minor details surrounding significant events, and therefore our perception of these events might somehow change and may continue to improve in the years ahead. In other words, the tried and true space-time continuum that appears to be the backbone of our collective three-dimensional physical reality might have a ripple in it. It also may have produced a sister parallel universe, which has birthed significant scenarios, events, identities, constructs, and relationships. So it might also be true that our tiny, insignificant brains are slowly evaporating and can no longer handle every detail that flashes across our eyes.
Yeah, right. Probably me. Smoking a
Because
little
as
too
we
much
forget-
of that reef.
As we forget events out of fear, we attempt to reassemble them in our imperfect minds.
Yeah, but it just doesn't make sense. The shit doesn't. It's not what it is, dude.
Yo, Ant, do me a favor. Pull up the Shiva statue. SHIVA. RGB, don't do it. You're not the only one. I have no idea what you're talking about, homie.
Images of Shiva statue. All right,
Oh,
hold
man. Technique in Lagia. I don't know how to pronounce that. My apologies.
on. So, who's somebody talking right now in chat?
In the comments, yeah. He said, RGB, don't do it. You're not the only one. No clue what he's talking
You're
about.
not the only one.
I have no idea what
Yeah,
he's
so they're
talking
saying
about.
because of scientists say because of the Mandela effect, and it's so significant that scientists are considering the possibility of parallel universes.
And this statue's outside the CERN headquarters. The Shiva statue,
Yeah.
The statue of the Hindu god Shiva.
Well,
But
one. What exact one? Because there's like a few of them.
I'm not
Wonder if it-
quite sure. I'm assuming it's the circled one. I've seen it before. Yeah, the circle.
Okay.
Let's see. The CERN, the Hindu statue of Shiva, the god of Shiva, the destroyer, is outside the CERN complex. People say it symbolizes destruction of the universe, time manipulation, secret rituals, and even though it was a gift from India, meant to represent the dance of creation and destruction in physics.
Oh, no, I heard-
2016,
What is this?
a video surfaced showing people in black cloaks doing a fake sacrifice near the Shiva statue. CERN said it was a prank.
Yo,
by
this
employees.
is no. This
What
is
year
it.
was that?
This
What
is
year
it,
was
bro.
that?
I found it.
2016.
Raj, we were.
2016.
Hold on, Raj. This is the Shiva statue. I think they're talking about, bud.
It's a circle
Dang.
one.
There's this thing too,
It's
though.
a circle. Yeah,
It's a circle one.
Are you sure?
I know it's
100%.
a circle. I've seen it.
Well, what is this thing?
Pull it up. Let me
This
see
says
that.
this is a Shiva statue too. In India.
Yeah, that's the head. Yeah, in India. That's where it's based out of.
That's in India. Something Shiva bust. The Shiva bust, 34-meter tall. Are they talking about the one in India? And then here's this one. This is a circle one that you're talking about. So let's bring this. Let's bring.
RGB, don't do it. You're not.
Yeah, I think he misconstrued my comment. Nah, bro, everything's all good, man. I wasn't talking about that. I don't even know what we were talking about prior when I brought up the S word.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Uh,
I'm assuming, yes,
yeah, that's,
but nah, bro. We're all good here, homie. Life is great.
life is great.
I got a tea time at 12:30 tomorrow. I'm a happy camper.
I had off today, which was nice.
Well, I'm gonna just see something here. I think it's this one. So you'll see it behind her here. I think you guys were right.
No, I know we were right because all you gotta do is go statue in front of CERN and it pops up.
Here it is right here.
Circle.
Watch when I play this video on the statue
But
behind
I
her.
don't
Of
think you
Shiva
Yeah, there it
Nataraja,
is. That's the circle.
one of
Right.
the great
Yeah, that's it.
symbols of the
Yeah,
Hindu
get that video off
tradition.
and then we'll get flagged for it.
All right, you're paranoid, Raj.
I just don't want to get flagged. We're already going deep on YouTube here, getting into this shit. So
Yeah, I know.
don't want to give them a reason, I guess.
But that other statue was pretty damn cool in India, whatever that Shiva statue was. It looked like almost like the Sphinx in Egypt, whatever the hell that one was that I found.
Oh, could you imagine if they hit the wrong button on the CERN machine and they open like portals to demons and
Who's to say
monsters
they didn't?
uncontrollably? I'm talking uncontrollably. I'm not talking that they haven't already done it.
Right.
But I'm talking about they can't close that thing. You know what I'm saying?
The God particle. CERN is
Okay.
called the God particle.
Yeah. And
In
then she's the
2012
god of destruction.
Yep. In 2012, the scientists at CERN made history by discovering the so-called God particle. But ever since then, nothing has felt quite the same. Berenstain Bears became Berenstain. Pikachu lost the tip of his tail. Yada yada. Everything we talked about. But yeah, dude. The top particle physics, the world's top particle physics lab, Switzerland, France, and Switzerland too. Switzerland's where they hold the summit. The world, what is it?
Yeah, where
WEF summit every year.
You ever heard of that, Ant?
The summit.
Yeah.
Give
So
me
what is-
more. Give me a little more.
So in Switzerland, all the biggest, most evilest people get together for this summit to talk about what they're going to do about world's plans. Now, this place is in Switzerland. You don't really, I mean, you do know where it's at, but you don't because there's nothing there except for when the summit's there. And they build an entire town. They build it just for this summit. And then when it's done, they tear it down.
Kind of like
World
the
Fair.
World Fair.
Like the World Fair, yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
they get together and they try to plan on how they're going to kill us or control us, kill the ones they can't control, you know. Because I just saw that because you know how the United States is backing out of the World Economic Forum.
Yeah.
You see who is now backing the World Economic Forum?
Russia,
China.
China.
I did see that. I
was
did
like-
see that.
Yeah, do it like 500 billion or some dumb shit like that.
So Florida Mike, he called me all excited.
What is it? Event 201. That's what it is, Mike.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
called
that's
me
what
all
the-
excited about Elon. We were listen, I agreed with him that Elon was, he's like, oh yeah, the black eye, yes, but we found out it was on the wrong eye, right, Florida Mike?
Yeah. I saw the pictures
No, but
back.
still with Eli, man, like, and Doge in itself, to go in there and really, like, actually clean it up and find out where some of this money.
But they admitted on the news they didn't find that they didn't hit their goal.
Yeah, but they're also they found some. I'm seeing mixed.
Where?
things, Florida Mike.
Where's the proof?
They better show it because they said there is some, but I hope so. Anyways, I don't know. We'll see. But listen, we're talking about the Mandela effect, not Trump. Okay, let's go. Because there's another one that's really fucking with me, guys. This one's really. I'm looking down. There's another one here. I got to get into this one. Judge Judy. We all watched Judge Judy.
Yeah,
Did she or did she not have a gavel?
100% had a gavel.
Hell yeah. She's
Judge
smack
Judy
the
had
thing.
gas.
Bang, this is my
Bang.
courtroom.
They're saying she never had a gavel on the show. What the absolute fuck? Yeah, there's just, like I feel like they're just fucking with me now. I feel like ChatGPT is just like, all right, we're fucking with them now at this point.
My mother also agrees that she had a gavel.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man. People, like, that's the thing. Like, did CERN, did they really, like, did it shatter reality? or were we just victims of like bad memory? Like, is our memory
It's like a reset almost, like like in certain things, like what's it's gonna be like a weird analogy, but in the Avengers at the very end, when what's his name had the 5, 6 stones and he clicked his hand and some people died, some people lived, but the people who lived, like things changed throughout time in the world. Kind of the same shit.
I never seen that either, bro.
I know you never see anything.
Let's sneak back. Yo, Tech and
You
Logan,
guys
yeah,
wanted
hit us,
something to really
DM
fuck
us on Instagram at Conspiracy Chaos. Our tag is scrolling on the bottom on Instagram or on X. Hit us up, bro. We can talk and see what you want to get into, man. We're always looking for interesting topics to talk
Absolutely.
about. For
So
sure.
I can't find any
I got one. Did
pictures.
Shaggy have an Adam's apple?
Hmm.
Let me pull up a picture of Shaggy dude, bro.
I think he did.
They're saying he didn't.
I think he did. Yeah. Funny thing is I cannot find a picture of Judge Judy with a gavel. Everybody's got like a picture like superimposed in her hand, but there's no picture. She's got her hands up. She's pointing.
Yo, bro. How do they do this though? Like they literally like just cleanse the internet, man.
Yeah. Control what people see. Make people think like they're crazy. I mean, that's the whole thing, right? Division.
You know what, bro? All right. And I'm gonna send you. I got something here. He doesn't have an Adam's apple, but there's hair on his neck.
Yeah.
I got a picture of Scooby. I'm
Send it.
gonna send it to Chaos. I'm on my shit, boys. I see what the. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Man, I just sent it over. But yeah, dude. There's a lot of wild shit, dude. There's a lot of crazy. I think something happened when they turned this bitch on, this particle, the God particle.
You remember the Britney Spears video? Oops, I did it again.
Yeah, with the skirt. It
No,
was a
did she
plaid-
have?
It was a plaid skirt. It was not a black skirt. It was a plaid
There was-
skirt.
Yeah, there was 2 of them. The skirt and then the headset.
I don't remember the headset. Our boy Tripoli was in one of those videos, dude.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. His girl works in production and filmed one of it, and he was like dancing. He was like one of the dudes like dancing under Britney Spears.
That's hilarious.
I seen it one time. It was funny as shit. Once you know it's Tripoli.
I can't
So
wait to
funny.
go see him live, dude. That's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
August 2nd, baby, Connecticut,
Let's go. It's a good
Broadbrook
one day.
Opera House. Sam Tripoli, Eddie Bravo. Thinking XG is gonna be there. We'll see, but always a good comedy show. He brings a couple people with him.
Yo, how about
I got a chance to meet Flat Earth Dave there last year.
Nice.
with
Did you
Mark
listen to the
from,
new? Did the guys listen to the new tinfoil hat with our guy Adam
Adam
Shell?
Shell. Yeah.
We got to get him
Yeah.
on. He said
Plain
I'm
Supreme.
I literally just talked to him today. Told him I'm listening to the episode, and dude, that link, Raj, thank you so much for that link. He's my guy now. I love chatting it up with him. I actually told him about my little mistake that I made, and I'm taking a little break right now. He laughed and he said, you know, those are the mistakes that happen that humble you. But it was
Yeah, go listen to our last episode if you want to hear that story. I think it was our last episode, maybe the one before.
Yeah. We won't get into that again, but we got to talk. We got Adam. I mean, he's a conspiracy. He was
You
on
can
there.
see the preview to what happened to Anthony there on the Smiley Face Killer episode we have with Dr. Hams. But yeah, look at his neck there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I got one for you. Remember Publishers Clearinghouse?
Yep.
And it says that Ed McMahon was never the spokesperson for Publishers Clearinghouse. The old guy that tried to sell it on the TV.
It was.
Yeah, says he was never the guy.
No, bro.
There could have been, and I feel like it might have been all around the same time that there was some sort of dimension, because it was all in our lifetime These
Well, it
things were
happens
all
like
like,
every 4 years, right? It's what 2000. You said 12, and then you got
16,
then 20.
Uh, so every 4 years they're
Mm.
doing something with this CERN and this God particle. Bro, like it can't be messing. Like that's another thing. Like the particles and shit that was real important to Bob Lazar was element 111 or element 115. I forget which one it was, but it was one of those two. And that was the one that like defied gravity. That's the one he thinks is basically like what had the aircrafts that he allegedly was working on, was what made them fly and be able to maneuver the way they could, like going underwater and be able to fly so fast at any angle, things our aircrafts can't do.
mhm.
I want to say it was element 115. I could be wrong, but that's another interesting one. I'd love to talk to that fucking guy. That'd be a real cool
Bob
guest to
Lazar.
have. I would be very interested to talk to
Could
him.
you
or-
imagine getting him on?
Nah,
Reach
that'd be
out.
super cool.
Reach
I've-
out. You never
You
know.
don't think I already shot an email over, man.
Alright. Listen,
I shot one
the
over.
worst
Yeah.
we already know in this game. The worst thing they could do is, either ignore you or say no. So
Yeah.
worth
Here's one
asking.
for you. We are the champions. You know that song?
Yeah.
We
We are the champions. At the very end, when he says we are the champions, does he say of the world?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of the world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
it says
How
he
many
does.
times I watched Mighty Ducks? Hell yeah, he did.
He says no,
Stop
he
it.
does not. Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Wow.
He said, "Oh, and your favorite song, The Mandela Effect, is here to ruin that too. We all think Freddie Mercury belting out of the world at the end of We Are the Champions, but he doesn't. He sings those lines during the chorus, but not at the very end of the song. However, Freddie does add that line to the end of the song during the band's famous Wembley Stadium performance.
So
No, dude, I bet you right now, if I go throw my VR on, that thing says of the world. I got that damn song.
mm,
Or it used to, for sure. Like, I remember it because, I listened to that song growing up.
yeah, it's how he closes it out.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Like Star Trek, they say he never said "beam me up, Scotty."
100% he did, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So where did that come from?
Yeah, exactly. Like, just a bunch of people make that up. Like
Right.
a bunch of Trekkies running around. Like, who's a Trekkie? Anybody? Like Pat. You're in here. Are you a Trekkie? Did he say "beam me up, Scotty"? Because I feel like as a kid, all the time, I always used to do the fingers. Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Spock. With my man
Yeah.
Spock. Yo, shout out to our followers on Instagram. We're slowly growing our IG page. We're doing it all natural too. We're not buying followers. We don't even really flow on there like that too crazy.
Dude, I even take off the ones that have like 12 followers or 0 followers. I take those off
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
gaining. We're doing
they're-
good headway, man.
because they're spam and shit like that.
Yeah, we're
Good,
getting
man.
some pretty good headway. So appreciate that. Appreciate some love on the YouTube.
Oh, don't say that.
Whatchamacallit? What's up, Mike?
In Wizard of Oz, what did she say when she talks to her dog?
Run, Toto, run.
No, no.
Run, Toto, run.
No.
What up?
Does
There's
she
no place,
say?
there's no place
Toto?
like home.
Does she say, Toto? I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, or does she say,
Yeah.
Toto? I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
It's the first
Oh.
one.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, they say that's a lie.
Everything's
Mm.
a lie, boys. That's what we just come to realize here on Conspiracy Chaos for sure. But no, boys, and everybody, I appreciate all the support that we're getting on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. Continuing to try to grow this thing, have some cool guests on, and hopefully we have a couple surprise guests eventually pop on. I'd love to get Sam on prior to coming to Connecticut to
Yeah.
help him promote the show as well.
He's gonna come on with your link with XG, and then if we get, especially, let's get Adam on. Adam Shell and talk about his experience on the Tripoli show, and we'll get into some conspiracy stuff with Adam. And
Yeah.
I think that would be a fun one. I mean,
I agree.
he's a flat earther, so I mean, it'd be
Yes, he
fun
is.
talking to Adam a little bit about the flat Earth
Yeah, we can
theory.
get
I've
into
been
the
trying
vibe
to
of
tell y'all to get him on for a minute.
I will. I listen.
I just don't
I'll-
know if we're big enough for him, and
He don't care.
Yeah, we
He's
had him on. Didn't we have him on?
on the upstate,
Upstate?
using the pitch punt and puff. Listen, he's the kind of guy that'll come chop it up with 6 listeners. He don't care.
Yeah. And don't forget, we
He's
gotta get
cool
day
with
drinking with
companies.
dog too.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam's a good one. So yeah, whatever you guys want to do though.
Yeah, what's
Get
up,
'em all
John?
on.
Open up, sure. Yeah, man.
So,
Absolutely, bro.
As we
This
said,
party's
what
just been.
what
who
the F,
is
Sam?
Tech
Yeah,
Dude?
Sam's coming on.
Yeah,
What's
that's
that?
the plan. I'm not sure like who this person is, man. Tech, what WTF Sam? Hit me up. Are you saying
us
that
up.
you are Sam? Is that what he's saying, dude?
No, it's not Sam.
Go to
What the heck?
Instagram. You see our messages on Instagram,
What
bro.
the heck?
I'll-
Why did he just pop up in the corner there? What the F, Sam? What is that?
yeah,
No.
so he's saying
How'd that get on there though? I'm here.
that'd be funny as shit. Imagine that was Sam Tripoli. He's like, yo, hop on right now.
He says I'm here.
It ain't him watching those
Yeah,
fucking
there ain't no way.
poor watchers. He's too busy for that shit. Trust me. He's got a million things going on. He's got 18 podcasts he does. He's on tour. My guy's running around like a maniac right now.
Yeah, bro.
He ain't
That's
watching
funny
us.
as shit.
But I mean, it'd be cool. Shit.
He said
That
I
shit
can
is
help.
funny. Oh yeah. Yeah, man, hit us up on Instagram at Conspiracy Chaos, bro. We'll take all the help we can get for sure. We're not afraid. We're not afraid to ask for help. Help grow this thing. You know, we appreciate everybody like, subscribe.
He says he listens to every Sam.
Oh, bro, so do I, brother. So do I. Oh, that's cool though, man. We appreciate you tuning in right now, homie.
You see, Patrick said that they did in fact say "Beam me up, Scotty."
I thought so.
Pat wrote that as well.
Thought so.
Yeah,
I
bro.
agree.
So
Absolutely.
there's a lot of things, man. There's a lot of crazy shit that our whole, you know, going back to what we thought it was to it's just not anymore. I always just want to know how they're doing it. Are they doing it for just brainwashing us?
Who
for what?
are
Like,
you?
What's the purpose?
He's
What's
saying
the
hit
purpose?
me. He's saying hit me up. We don't know who you are. You got to
Yeah, bro.
DM us. Bro,
I told
DM
him.
us on Instagram.
Yeah, just hit us up on IG, bro. Conspiracy
Pat, I
Chaos.
can't see that picture, Pat, because I'm on my phone using for the podcast.
But yeah, this is it's an interesting topic, man. It really is an interesting topic. My whole thought on it to kind of close out from it is I'm just curious to the why behind this one. Obviously it's to
Manipulate our brains.
Yeah.
I think it's just a
Crazy.
test. I think it's a test for something bigger.
Yeah. And like just a slow roll it out kind of thing.
Because you hear about celebrities now, like Ariana Grande, talking about how she's had her memory erased.
I mean,
You know.
she's in the dark arts big time, so
Yeah, but you know that's kind of like the same thing, like Men in Black, the little laser, right? They do the little flash and shit changes.
yeah.
You know, so I mean, it could be a test. Maybe that's the why. So what happens if, you know, if they take that serum, they put this whole place inside out. And then they leave us in this, and then they leave certain people in this reality, this simulation, this illusion.
Mm. Good thought.
People's brains would probably melt at the fact that this isn't real. You know what I mean? Like if
We're in a big
like,
matrix.
yeah. You know how many people would melt because of that? Just it would be a complete overload.
It's gotta
And
be
everything they knew is fake.
something, man. It's gotta be.
It's something. I mean, and the fact that CERN and the timeline of CERN and all this kind of happening is and coincides is I don't know if it's related, but the fact that it coincides makes you have to think that it is.
I wonder if CERN has been activated during wars.
But what kind of weaponry is it using? Like I don't know, like what kind of brain manipulation would they be using as a war tactic, right?
What if you could use it to open dimensions to where you could go from Russia to, like, say, Iran in
the
10
portals,
seconds?
that kind of thing?
The portal, yeah. I mean, because they do say that there are the most portals and dimensions are in the Middle East and Europe area. That's why there's constantly always wars over there.
Yeah.
They feel like they're battling for those. That could have something to do with it. I mean, I'm sure everybody has their own type of CERN. There's not just one. You know what I mean? There's no way.
And the CERN could be something. Maybe if you look at ley lines in some of these pyramids, and it could be the center point and maybe the main power grid for
I
all
wonder.
those,
I wonder how many ley lines go from the pyramid to the CERN
the CERN.
to draw
Yeah.
energy from the pyramids to create the power they need. Maybe.
Huh. And maybe CERN and what this Mandela effect is kind of some 1984 shit of just literally brainwashing everybody just over time. This isn't an overnight process. This has been a slow run that they've been doing this since the
Oh yeah,
40s.
well, the Mandela
what I
effect could be a side effect.
No, this is a 100-year project, man. They still got
For
another
sure.
20 years to go. And who knows what 20 years has, what the fuck we'll be dealing with in 20 years.
Didn't Nikola Tesla have his hand in the
Yeah.
CERN?
Yeah, he had free energy. He had free Tesla. Nikola Tesla was a brilliant man, dude. He the shit he came up with, dude. The electricity, free energy, running cars on water, all that bullshit, and boom, get him out of here. We need oil, baby.
Yeah.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Iran was backed by our
About
dollar bill. That's why. That's why
Hey,
we're always in war with them.
He did. He says everything on this planet's ran by oil, baby, whether it be crude oil or baby oil.
That's it.
Yo, the more I'm seeing, man, that they're saying now Diddy might just get basically
Slap on the wrist like everybody else.
just domestic violence charges and like a lot of the trafficking. They're saying like a lot of the trafficking might just get swept under the rug.
Of course it would. Why? It has to. It has to. It has to. Anybody who thinks that the Epstein list is coming out, and if it does come out, it's not going to be the truth. It's not going to be somebody who holds water. It's not going to. I mean, the whole thing is blackmail, right? So if you need somebody, why would you throw them in prison?
Right.
Like, oh, I got you. This will ruin everything. Yeah. I'm gonna keep this in my back pocket. You know what I mean? But dude, like, I know we're going kind of off topic, but it is what it is.
It's all good.
Like Patel and Dan, 1 and 2 of the FBI,
Changing their tunes. They're
dude.
changing their tunes.
Those two dudes are flipping quick. And Dan kind of like, if you listen to the interview, I think he was on
Looks
like
uncomfortable.
the morning.
He
He's like,
looks
yeah,
uncomfortable.
and he's on the
looks like
morning show.
Doesn't want to say it.
Yeah, and he's on the morning show, and he's talking about how, like, him and his wife and family are struggling. They're currently separated. Like before they were super happy. Like, I mean, he's been a conspiracy guy for years. This isn't nothing new. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now why all of a sudden is there a struggle? Now all of a sudden there's this because you saw things you weren't supposed to see.
Right.
Like you found now guess who is going to go down? Comey's probably going to go down for a lot of stuff. You got to have a fall guy. And most people know that already. When you sign the contract, they tell you what you are, what your purpose is.
I think Tony Fauci's a fall guy coming up here soon too.
100%. I think
Get him.
Bill Gates is getting crazy. Now he wants to do air-released vaccines.
Yeah, someone needs to throat chop that guy. You see him in public, someone needs to throat chop that guy.
More, they need him. Yeah, throat chop him with a katana blade in their hand.
You guys.
Right to the neck. Fuck that guy.
He's a scumbag, dude.
You're so funny.
I'll fight him for charity.
Dude, he's the guy when you watch that movie by that dirty scumbag Adam Sandler. What was that movie? Little Nicky.
Yeah, I never seen that one, dude.
You've never seen anything.
Never seen it. Yeah, no, he's never seen it.
Roger's never seen
I've
anything.
seen a lot of Sandler movies, bro. That wasn't one of them.
You ever saw
That just
Little
looks
Nicky where
stupid.
they had
That just
No.
looks stupid.
there was a lot of messages in that movie. But and throughout the movie, they have Adolf Hitler when they're down in the hell. Adolf Hitler, and they make him bend over and they shove pineapples in his ass.
Oh my god.
That's like Bill Gates. That's who that needs to happen to.
That's funny
Oh my
shit.
god.
Oh yeah, dude.
But yeah, let's close out this whole story. Let's close.
Yeah, we're
out
getting off
before
topic.
we get too far up. With pineapple with these pineapples. So maybe it's all
Pineapple under the sea, or whatever that fucking.
maybe we'll go SpongeBob here. But maybe it's all just faulty memory. Maybe we all just collectively forgot the same stuff.
Could be a
saying
side
things
effect.
in the same way at the same time. Maybe something really did happen. We'll kind of never know in the long scheme of things. But maybe when CERN smashed through the particles back in 2012, they didn't just discover the God particle. It brushed up against God, or at least the source of code, whatever the reality really is.
Mhm.
For the closeout. But yeah, boys, that's a deep one you can dive into, especially you can go deep into CERN and some of the symbolism, like the statue outside of CERN
Yeah.
and some other things. But Anth, what are you laughing at?
I'm thinking about all of those Mandela effects. Like literally, it's my every one of those is going through my mind that we talked about, and I just can't get over it. I'm gonna go on and do some digging and try to find the videos and debunk them.
Is it can the Mandela effect be kind of like the same thing as deja vu?
Could be.
Possibly.
Because they say what, like deja vu is like where your past life and your current life run through each other.
Mm-hmm.
They like pass. So
Well, different parallels, yeah, different
Yeah.
parallel dimensions. So like there could be 1,000 Florida Mikes and just doing the same thing at the same time, just in a different dimension.
different area.
Or you could be doing it a different way, but the timing would line up. You know what I'm saying? Like the timing of those dimensions.
If you watched Marvel movies at all, you would know all about
I'm a-
dimensions, and that's
I'm a
all they
DC
talk
guy.
about. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy when you like get deep into something, especially like what we know and how we work our brain.
Right.
Dude, you need to see some of these. You need to see some of those movies. You need to
I
start
might
with the
start.
Matrix. You need to go Terminator first. Watch all the Terminators,
Okay.
and then go straight into the Matrix.
Yeah,
and
I've
then
never
watch all
seen
the Matrix.
Terminators. I've never seen Matrix.
And then, wow. But
Dude.
I've never seen the Marvel movies. I've seen the Terminator,
Bro, I
and
was
Matrix, but
outside.
the Marvels, I was outside.
Dude, watch the Marvels. The Marvels, it's all about like
I
energy,
want to.
dimensions, multiverses. Like Ant-Man, they talk about quantum physics, where he
I
literally
watched a
goes
couple of the
into time.
Spider-Mans, but they don't get it. Like No Way
Or,
Home, but he figured out a way home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
those
What about the
movies.
TV show Quantum Leap,
I remember it as a kid because it was
where
always
he would
on
go into the
USA Late.
past, he would go into the future or into the past, and he would change something and save
fall
someone's
asleep.
life or change.
I would always fall asleep watching that show, bro, because it would come on after. It would come on after one of the
Past my
like-
bedtime.
Bird Notice or something I was watching. It would pop on something stupid like that. No doubt. But yeah, boys, this is a good episode, man. I
I actually enjoy this one too.
close it out here.
Thank you, listener.
I appreciate our listeners for sure. The interaction was pretty
Yeah,
dope.
we had a
tonight.
lot of live listeners tonight.
We had a lot of good interaction. But you guys got anything on your thoughts of the Mandela effect before we CERN?
I'm gonna go digging, man. I'm gonna go try and I'm gonna line them up here, and then I'm gonna go on my other computer and try to find videos where they say these things and prove them wrong. But we'll see what happens. I feel like I'm not gonna find anything because I went on there
No.
and tried to find. I went on there to find Judge Judy with a gavel, and there is no pictures of her with a gavel. So
Yeah, when they erase a part of history, they take everything.
yeah, so
I mean, look at what they're doing in schools by erasing history by like only teaching from 2000 and current.
Yeah.
You know why? Yeah, that just shows me like the past ain't that important because the past is fake.
And then I'll always do it. I'm telling you, the Tartarian Explorer, when he said that about the history being like the time, like it was a lot closer than what they tell us and all that.
Mhm.
Like history, how it's documented isn't accurate and all that shit, man. I always think about that now when I hear stories about, this happened when and this happened then, but like, did it? We don't fucking
Yeah, exactly.
know. If something happened in the 1800s, we don't fucking know. 1600s, we can 16, 14, 13, 12, we don't know. We know it happened. We don't know when.
Yeah, we only know what happened because what they told us.
And it's the same thing when you were a kid. You guys remember everybody got in a line, played that game telephone.
Yeah.
Johnny stole the rake, pass it down. By the time it got down to the end, it was Jimmy
Johnny got a girl pregnant.
Johnny got a girl pregnant while Jimmy was robbing the bank. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And Area 51, Anthony was holding up the ice cream man.
Yeah.
So
100%, man. I mean, and like I said, like, and when you're kids, you don't question things when they're told you in school because they beat it into you, right? Like they talk about it all week, and then you got to take a test.
hmm
You know, like here's a Mandela effect that's real good. I was given fluoride in elementary school. I remember specifically. A lot of people don't.
yeah, that's
Some
crazy,
people
dude.
do.
That's a wild one to me, man. That's a really, really wild one right there. That's crazy to think that
Yeah.
people got fuck away with that shit.
Yeah,
Oh man.
insane, buddy. I mean, it's
So let me
a wild ride.
let me ask you guys this. So we'll close out the CERN and everything else here quick. If the reality changed tomorrow, would we even notice though? Are we too locked into what our everyday life structure is and what we do? Would we really notice if reality did change tomorrow?
I mean, the only way I would notice if I start banging in like a bunch of birdies on the golf course all of a sudden, and like,
Yeah,
my game
right,
changed.
right.
And like all of a sudden I'd be like, shit, something changed here.
Yeah, right.
That's about it though.
That's about it. Yeah, I guess that's it.
I think if they do their job right, then no, we won't. But
Yeah.
I think as long as we can keep an open mind, you know, and just, I mean, not dwell over it, obviously, because these little things at the end of the day are what, and they don't really mean shit. But I think the end game is going to be significant,
Yeah.
and I think you got to try your best just to keep on and hold on to anything and everything you can remember. It's going to be important because Agenda 2030 is real. That's coming.
It's coming.
You know, we could probably talk about that next episode.
Our guy Techni, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, homie, but he mentioned Agenda 2030 just a little while ago in the comments.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what they're going for.
yeah,
That's
and right now that thing that is in motion currently.
Yeah, that's the
You
move.
know, and that's huge. So when you do that and you alter people's social credit score, are you also altering the past? Like, are you erasing it completely? Is this something completely new? Are we entering a new world order, as they like to call it? And is everything that we've known going to be gone? Like, that's going to be crazy.
Yeah. They'll own nothing and like it. Remember that?
Yeah. You'll own nothing and like it.
Mm.
Sick, man.
And that's including your memories. Like, dude, I saw this guy that he was, I forgot his name, but he was like one of the first people to get the Elon Musk brain chip. And he said that he's literally, when he got it the first couple days, he felt fine. But then he started noticing slight changes. He got faster, he got quicker, or he got bigger, like he was working out. His clarity was crazy. He could he said he could manipulate things with his mind.
Right.
Anything AI. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'll tell you,
call
ChatGPT, man, is awesome to work with, but like what these guys are, the AI, like guys like Elon and some of these other scientists are dealing with, that is on another level from us. I can only imagine how far ahead of the game they really are, because they don't show us shit. They're 20 years ahead of what they're showing us.
Oh, 100%. They might even be further ahead than that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, they it's dangerous, and the things that they want to do is dangerous. I think we're gonna. I don't know, man. It's gonna be super significant though. Whatever happens.
We could get into a 2030 episode. We could definitely get into
that.
For
sure.
2030. We should definitely do all that. But tonight was dope, guys. I really
A lot of fun.
a lot of fun. The way I'll close it out here is, what if the version of reality you remember isn't the one we're living in now? Everything you guys remember as a kid and shit, you guys, it's not the same reality. And worse, what if no one else notices but us? Like that we're not the same. Like shit is just different and no one notices. But until next time, stay sharp, stay skeptical. Remember, just because they say it's not real doesn't mean it never happened. See you next time on Conspiracy Chaos. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Like, share,
Appreciate y'all.
subscribe.
Love.
And we'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.
Yes.
in the dark, amplifying dreams. Conspiracy chaos, nothing's what it seems.